Imagine a world stirring from slumber, bathed in the dawn of new ideas. This was the Islamic Golden Age, a crucible of intellectual fervor, and from its heart emerged a name that would echo through millennia, Ibn Sina, known to the West as Avicenna. Born in the year 980, near the vibrant city of Bukhara in what is now Uzbekistan, he was not merely a child of his time, but a mind destined to transcend it. His intellect was a beacon, illuminating paths of knowledge that would shape civilizations. From his earliest years, the young Abu Ali al-Hussein ibn Abdullah ibn Sina displayed an astonishing aptitude for learning. By the tender age of 10, he had memorized the entirety of the Quran. But this was merely the prelude. His thirst for knowledge was insatiable. He plunged into the study of logic, mathematics, metaphysics, and the natural sciences, guided by the great thinkers of antiquity. The works of Aristotle, Euclid, and Ptolemy were not just texts to be read, but worlds to be conquered and understood. By 16, his gaze turned towards medicine. Here, too, his genius shone. He didn't just absorb existing medical knowledge. He began to question, to innovate, to see beyond the conventional. A pivotal moment arrived when he successfully treated Nuh ibn Mansur, the Samanid Emir of Bukhara. This remarkable feat, achieved when seasoned physicians had failed, granted him access to the royal library, a treasure trove of ancient wisdom and contemporary scholarship. It was a universe of scrolls and manuscripts, and Ibn Sina, the prodigious youth, immersed himself in its depths, laying the foundation for his monumental contributions. Among his vast body of work, one creation stands as a colossus in the annals of medicine, Al-Qanun fi al-Tibb, or the Canon of Medicine. This was not merely a book, but an immense encyclopedia, a systematic codification of all known medical knowledge of his era, enriched by his own astute observations and clinical experiences. Spanning 5 volumes, it meticulously detailed human anatomy and physiology, principles of diagnosis, various diseases and their treatments, and an extensive pharmacopoeia. Ibn Sina was remarkably prescient. He identified the contagious nature of diseases like tuberculosis and phthisis, and astutely observed that illnesses could be transmitted through water and soil, centuries before the germ theory was established. He described meningitis, differentiated between various types of jaundice, and detailed the symptoms of diabetes. The canon championed principles that resonate even today: the importance of quarantine to prevent the spread of infection, the concept of clinical trials, and the necessity of evidence-based medicine. For over 600 years, the Canon of Medicine, translated into Latin, served as the preeminent medical textbook in European universities, guiding generations of physicians and shaping the very fabric of Western medical practice. Yet, Ibn Sina's intellectual realm extended far beyond the healing arts. He was a true polymath, a Renaissance man centuries before the European Renaissance. His inquiries spanned philosophy, astronomy, alchemy, geology, psychology, logic, mathematics, physics, and even poetry. His philosophical magnum opus, Kitab al-Shifa, or the Book of Healing, was another encyclopedic endeavor, aiming to heal the soul through knowledge. In it, he masterfully synthesized Aristotelian philosophy with Neoplatonic thought and Islamic theology, creating a unique and influential philosophical system. He delved into profound metaphysical questions about existence, the nature of God, the soul's immortality, and the hierarchy of being. His famous floating man thought experiment, where an individual is imagined suspended in a void, devoid of sensory input, yet still aware of their own existence, remains a powerful argument for self-awareness and the immateriality of the soul. He made significant contributions to logic, developing his own system of Avicennian logic, and his work in psychology explored concepts like perception, imagination, and intellect. The Islamic Golden Age, for all its intellectual brilliance, was also a period of political fragmentation and instability. Ibn Sina's life was inextricably linked to the turbulent courts of various Persian rulers and emirs. He served as a physician and, at times, as a vizier or political advisor, navigating the treacherous currents of power. These positions brought him periods of great influence and access to resources, but also exposed him to immense danger. He faced political intrigue, professional jealousy, and the shifting fortunes of his patrons. There were times he was forced to flee, to seek refuge, to live in hiding. He even endured periods of imprisonment, yet his dedication to scholarship never faltered. It is said that even in captivity he continued to write, his mind a sanctuary that no prison walls could confine. His relentless pursuit of knowledge, his unwavering commitment to reason and observation, defined his existence regardless of the external chaos. Ibn Sina passed away in Hamadan, Persia, in 1037 at the age of 57. But his death was merely the end of a chapter, not the story. His works, meticulously preserved and translated, embarked on a new journey. Carried along trade routes, they reached the burgeoning intellectual centers of Europe, where they were translated into Latin, sparking a revolution in thought. His Canon of Medicine became the cornerstone of medical education, and his philosophical writings profoundly influenced scholastic thinkers like Thomas Aquinas and Albertus Magnus. He became a vital bridge transmitting the wisdom of the ancient Greeks, augmented by Islamic scholarship, to a Europe on the cusp of its own intellectual awakening. He was, in essence, one of the key architects of the European Renaissance. Ibn Sina, the Prince of Physicians, the second master, after Aristotle, remains a towering figure in the history of human thought. His life was a testament to the boundless capacity of the human intellect, a relentless quest for knowledge that transcended geographical and cultural boundaries. In an age of discovery, he was an explorer of the mind, charting new territories in medicine, philosophy, and science. His legacy is not just in the ancient texts or the annals of history, but in the very foundations of modern understanding. He reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is a timeless, universal endeavor, capable of transforming our world and ourselves. Subscribe.